such a time as this.
And welcome back to For Such a Time as This, the place where there is no such thing. There is no such thing as a silent witness. I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Prestige Kitchen and Bath. Prestige Kitchen and Bath. It is Christian owned. He will give you great service. If you are in the Chicago area, please visit Prestige at 1013 South Arlington Heights. Phone number there is going to be 847-348-0066. Prestige Kitchen and Bath. All right. As always, we want to start off these videos with a text. Psalm 139, the famous passage, for you formed my inner parts. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well. The psalmist there is recounting how God Almighty stitched him together in his mother's womb, that a baby is not a result of evolution, that God is intimately involved in the creating of life, and it's wonderful. So, sometimes the way you deal with godless people is to just let them talk. Let them talk. Let their buffoonery be Exhibit A through Z. Supreme Court of Alabama actually had a ruling with in vitro fertilization, IVFs. They said that fertilized embryos, are actually to be treated as humans. Okay? Not the sperm, not the egg separate, but once you actually fertilize it. So I think the debate is, I think most people aren't against couples who can't have children naturally to go the IVF route. The question is, what do you do with the fertilized eggs? And that they are not to be tossed out like garbage. And so Senator Tuberville of Alabama was asked this. Pay close attention. They asked him, what do you think about the Supreme Court ruling that fertilized eggs are to be treated as human? That's the question. Watch this.
Do you have a reaction to the Alabama Supreme Court ruling on the fact that embryos are children?
Yeah, I was all for it. You just got to look at everything going on in the country. It's just an attack on families, attack on kids. Anything that we can do for the future of our young people, because they're our number one commodity. We need to have more kids. We need to have an opportunity to do that. And I thought this was the right thing to do. But
IVF is used to have more children, and right now IVF services are paused at some of the clinics in Alabama. Aren't you concerned that this could impact people who are trying to have kids?
Well, that's for another conversation. I think the big thing is right now you go back to the situation and try to work it out to where it's best for everybody. I mean, that's what the whole abortion issue is about. So
this really isn't about abortion. It's about IVF and the concern that now families might not have access to it.
But it's about the same direction. But I agree. But people need to have access. People need to have. We need more kids. We need the people to have the opportunity to have kids. I'd have to look at the entire bill, how it's written. I have not seen it.
Supreme Court decision.
Well, I know that, but I'd have to look at it. I haven't looked at it. But this is state issue.
Women aren't going to be able to have IVF treatments already in some places.
So he actually said, when she started to go off on the tangent, he said that's another discussion, and he talked about abortion. He said no, it's not about abortion. It's IVF. No, if you're going to take fertilized eggs and toss them in the garbage like they're nothing, that is an abortion. That's in the realm of abortion. That's what he was saying. So he's not the bumbling idiot. The reporter is off. He is right. It was about the abortion issue as you toss out fertilized eggs as if they were garbage. But then you have the all-wise, all-knowing Joy Reid. And I'm just going to let I'm just gonna let her speak for herself.
The United States has a population of north of 327 million people. Why do we need more kids? I mean, your party, Senator Tuberville, is the one screaming that 10 million immigrants, which I don't even know that that number even makes any sense because it doesn't, have streamed into the country since Joe Biden has been president, and you're claiming that that's too many people, that if more people come into the southern border, this is some sort of crisis because we've got too many people and we've got no more space and we can't afford more people. But now you're saying we need more kids? Can you explain who's the we and what's the purpose? You're also a senator from the state of Alabama. God help the people there. Are you saying the state of Alabama needs more kids? Why does the state of Alabama need more kids? More kids for what? There was a time when the state of Alabama absolutely needed more kids because, Alabama was a slave state. And the mandate of the planter class in Alabama was for black women to produce more kids because those kids were property. And they could work more kids and make more money on their plantations. Are you saying the state of Alabama needs more kids because you think that those populations will include people who are maybe destitute and desperate enough if you kick out the immigrants like a lot of y'all want to do, and you could make them do the work that the migrants are doing now? Because that kind of sounds slavery-ish. Is the state of Alabama the we? And is that the why? I mean, you're also a white guy. Are you saying the we is white folks need more kids? Is this like a great replacement thing where you're concerned that there's not enough white people in the population versus the growth of the Latino population, the black population, the Asian American population, and so the we is white people need to make white women have more kids, and that's the we and that's the why? Because it's a little creepy, a little Handmaid's Tale-y, don't you think?
I mean, you're also a white guy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Joy Reid. Just think about this. Joy Reid is what passes for intellectualism on the left. Joy Reid is considered intelligent, smart, and articulate on the left today.
For such a time as this,